Yo, hey, yo, welcome in, one and all. Uh, Tyler, as you saw in my very well put together intro video, is indisposed at the moment, not here. But shout out to Tyler for got some family obligations going on. Obviously, understandable. We will have a few special guests on the program. Bear with me as well as I get ready to share this on the other platforms as we go along. But thank you for joining us. I hope you guys all had a great week and, well, hopefully a better weekend ahead. Um, Again, friend of the program, Thomas, a.k.a. Odd Thomas, helping me out at work today. It got real as I kind of... So we knew it was going to be us two, just us today. You know, normally there's three of us. All right, we'll hold it down, whatever. But what we did not really realize until like 2 hours into it, we're going to get slammed because everyone else is trying to take their vacation next week. So we got slammed super hard all day with just like a ton of stuff. Like normally this thing, whatever one random thing happens like once every 3 months, and it all happened in one day. So it was great. But as you can see, this is my heart. This is my heart. But and these colors do not run. UCR, shout out also to all the other, pretty much all the other University of Californias and Cal States that have the same colors. But I did attend in person a UCR basketball game for the first time in actually probably like 10 years on Wednesday. And it was not the result we were looking for, even though we are preseason ranked number 3 in the Big West. Also, Cal State Bakersfield in there. Shout out producer Tanaya and Tyler, of course. But if we do have CEO Nick available, let's just check in and see if he is there, because he was man on the street. He was there with me. Joining us now on the Nicholas Barrios Mobile Notary Public Celebrity Hotline. Also, he is a loan signing agent. Do want to get the email out there too. I don't know if it has to be capitalized or not. nbarrios.notary@gmail.com. Welcoming to the program, the CEO of the program, Mr. Nick Barrios. How the hell are you?
Ron, first of all, round of applause for that advertisement right there. Beautiful. You hit every piece of information to the T. Now that is what
You
I
got to get
call
the email out.
professionalism.
You got to get the email out. I mean, that is key. But how are you doing this evening? Just bear with me a little bit. Just vamp for a second so I can get the rest of the shares going.
I am doing amazing. Been a wonderful week. Short work week for me. Went to a USD basketball game. Supported my local team. Heard
That's
the
not even a
shout
real
out on the
team.
coaches
That's
show
not even
today.
a real team. It's not even a real team.
I mean, by NCAA standards, they are recognized as a Division I basketball team.
No.
And
Go ahead, though. I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you
they're
off.
part of the West Coast Conference. Not the Conference of Champions, but a known conference. So they're a real team. Ron, how the hell are you today?
I was doing better, until you brought that up and threw that in my face.
You mean this?
Hey, you look. You look.
You
Right
look.
here.
You look. Take that.
Where's your vintage? Where's your vintage? Oh,
well.
Dare I say you just bought that Wednesday at the game? Fair weather fan? Classic Yankee guy. All right, cool.
We will not speak of the team I hate. It's off season. Let them recuperate. Plus, things are getting back to normal and thank you to the multiverse. Thank you. The Knicks are on a 7-game skid. Or in a 7-game slump. Or whatever you want to call it. Because now, you know what that means? Things will go back to normal.
The Yankees are back. That's what it means. Also, hey, shout out Callan. I know he does some fine work over there at USD as well. Uh, Also for pretty much every other sports organization in San Diego, seemingly.
Even the loyal, even your San Diego loyal.
Shout out to Callan. The banner is still hanging in the rafters. And it's the only one so far because no one else has earned one. But although, Tito Auto Body and used tires, maybe. There's been some rumblings. They might get in on the first ballot.
What about you, Dental?
Well, I'm kind of too afraid to not put them in the rafters, but also I don't want to. It's complicated. It's complicated with the Chew Dental people. They seem like very serious and terrifying people over there. Our phone calls are very short and scary to me. Anyway, getting into the basketball game, as I mentioned, UCR, the entire time I went there and before and since, really not good or notable at any sports, although we did produce Troy Percival and Joe Kelly. You're welcome. We turned him into a pitcher, the superstar pitcher that he is now today. But we don't have a lot of, athletic, accolades to hang our hat on, although we are undefeated in football since like 1967, whenever they stopped playing football. Hey, shout out also Bob Toledo, former head coach of UC Riverside. But beyond that, I was fired up. We all saw the buzzer beater against ASU. Again, I don't know why that kid went for the steal, 3/4 of the court away from the basket, but shout out to him as well, friend of the program. That might be like the high watermark of my entire time following UCR athletics. Just hitting that one 3/4 court, like Hail Mary miracle buzzer beater. So yes, I was fired up to go see him. Of course, as soon as I walk in, they just get butt raced by freaking USD. Nick, you were there. You lived it. You got the T-shirt. Let them know where you've been with the T-shirt. Good for you. This guy's been a fan for life, obviously.
Yeah, vintage USD basketball apparel I got on right there.
You could at least like run over it with your car or something. Make it look a little bit more worn out. Like, hey, this has been through the wars right here.
I'm pretty sure you've partied in that as well a few times.
Dude, everything. Look, the color is coming off. But whatever. So, all I know is this, all right? UCR basketball, we have one preseason All Big West guy, the point guard. Come to find out, he is definitely the shoot last point guard. Okay, well, that's cool. There's always room for a good, just like distributor, like chucking dimes out there. But if you're passing to a bunch of stiffs that can't shoot, it becomes a problem. And also they play, like pretty much four corners, like Princeton sort of offense. So if you get down, it's hard to shoot your way back into the game. And that is the scenario that we found ourselves in. And it just, alas, it was not to be. I was very upset. I was very, I don't know what else to say about it. A friend of the program, Braden, was there. Friend of the program, Mike, was there. Just dancing on our graves. Got into a very heated debate at the snack bar with, I can only assume, with staff by students about who puts milk in the cereal bowl before the cereal. That was probably the highlight.
I will answer that. Sociopaths, fucking serial killers, psychopaths.
I will back you up on that. And the person in question was universally like the only one taking that stance. So I walked into that. I was like, hey, I just want to get a beer or whatever. They were like, hey, can you answer a question for us? Because we're having a debate going on. Do you know anyone else that puts the milk in the bowl before the cereal? And I was like, no, who does that? And then person in question comes over like, well, let me explain. Like, it's not that crazy. I was like, no, you're crazy.
And we're losing by like 15. Stay 10 feet away from me. Don't look at me. You might kill me. You might take my kidney. Just go somewhere. Goddamn sociopath. Oh, wait. Shouldn't be the Lord's name in vain. We're talking about USD here. Come on.
Oh, and don't get me started on the dance team, which was
let's cover the dance team. My wife enjoyed it. My wife was like, "Wow, they killed it." I was like, "Honey, what are you talking about? They're popping that thing, and not in the name of Jesus. They're not in the name of."
Hey, first of all, shout out to associate producer Jazzy, but no, in this case, her take was very wrong because yes, I know she is a dancer, you know,
not the exotic kind. Though I wish,
of course,
more income,
but there's no place for that. Okay, like we had to walk around with our vax cards, our masks on. This is a private religious institution. And what I saw out there from the dance team, for shame. For shame.
I mean, yeah, gotta agree with you. I was just like, oh man, they're gonna do a nice innocent routine. I see twerking, I see pop locking and dropping. I was like, what? I was like, what is this? What? I was my virgin ears, my virgin eyes.
Dare to take the neck brace off, but I've been wearing it ever since because I've been so distraught after what I saw. Not only from, the Riverside actual team, but just shameful display by the dance team. Shout out to the cheerleaders, though. They kept it classy. And the spirit band. It was like 9 people.
I counted 7 because I think the other guy just left. He might have gone to the bathroom to puke or cry, or he had to go to class. I was just like, oh, they lost some people right there.
Well, it was sad. And I didn't want to tell you at the time, but, I spilled the beans. So I guess what else did I expect? Because the coach of UCR is, in fact, and you can Google it.
Oh,
he is the godfather of one Mr. Ben Simmons. So we just associate ourselves with losing or not trying.
Well, all right, Ron, calm down. Let's think about this, though. He actually showed up. He wanted to be there.
Well, he's the coach. He kind of has to be there.
Ben Simmons is a player, a contracted player.
Wow.
See, no excuses there. There are no excuses, my friend.
He has a union at his back, all right? Our guy is a state employee. The state of California is paying his salary. He's probably...
The state backs him up. Look at that.
I would say, all right, let's just guess. Head basketball coach of UCR. I gotta say at least like $100,000 a year.
I say $250.
No way, dude. No way.
Hey, man for doubt. Plus, he shows up. He's there, day in, day out. No complaints.
He was there. He was clapping it up, and it's not his fault, I guess. Although it kind of is because he recruited him. That he has a bunch of guys that can't shoot the basketball, and it was very sad and unfortunate. The first time in a long time that I chose to go see them as a proud alumnus in person, paid. I bought my ticket, wore the mask, brought my vax card. I'm going to come down here and represent you guys. And I will say this, kind of disappointed in the showing from any other UCR fans. I saw like 2 other ones in the whole building. It's not even that far, dude. It's like 50-minute drive. What are we doing? Come on.
I will say this, though. Shout out to the name of the arena, the Jenny Craig Pavilion.
Jenny Craig, definitely a more famous alumnus of USD than either Troy Percival or Joe Kelly, and probably richer than any alumnus of UC Riverside. But we do have a medical school.
They named the arena after her, so that goes to show something.
Well, did they name it after her? Or did she just come in with hey, I got $7 million in the arena. Don't worry about it.
Here you go.
You know how it goes. We all talk. We saw the Crypto.com vault naming rights deal.
Well, damn. When I go there, it won't be named. It won't be the Crypt. It'll still be the Staples Center.
Yeah, but soon. Shouldn't even go. You should just go to the USA game with us.
But looking at the game, it was close in the first half. I liked how UCR did keep it close in the first half. The half-court offense kind of slowed down USD. I just don't know what happened in the second half. Um, their big man Martinez, I was like, okay, you've got size, you can post up, you've got some moves, and you're missing shots. Then when you go to the free throw line, I was like, okay, maybe you can make one of two. Oh, okay, no free throws. Damn, what's going on here?
Yeah, especially in college basketball too, because you can really bleed the clock out, a lot longer. I saw the end of the Maryland Hofstra game. Shout out, friend of the program, Mike Geragosian, Hofstra alum.
Ooh.
And they had a chance there, and then the last 3 minutes of clock time ends up taking like 9 minutes, 20 minutes of real life time. But you can sort of slow the game down if you make free throws. UCR, obviously, we got to work on that. Whatever. But it was upsetting. And the most upsetting thing is that you bought that T-shirt. I'm not going to lie.
And I bought some beer. Hey, look, supporting the school counts for something.
They do have, what? I'm just trying to see if I can get some salary numbers on my guy here, but I can't find it. I don't know. Either way, your tax dollars at work paying this guy to coach UCR basketball, and he sucks.
It's still early in the season. Who knows? They might be another Pac-12 team if they get to play a Pac-12 team again. But on a better note, you want to hear some good news?
Please.
Duke basketball won today.
Oh,
destroyed Lafayette.
Great. Oh, well, they're blood rivals too. That's a huge game. Huge. I mean,
game.
throw out the record books when those two get together because anything can happen.
I mean, looking at it now, I'm always going to be in favor of Duke. We will not count last season because didn't count. It was a weird time, weird year. We will not count that season because for God's sake, Kentucky. Oh, I shouldn't say God again. Wearing the shirt. For gosh darn sakes.
Yeah,
Kentucky.
Please. You're almost as bad as the dance team, dude. Have some respect.
You know what? I might as well just start putting milk before the cereal.
Disgusting. There he goes. He's cut off in the bathroom on the Nicholas Barrios Celebrity Hotline. As I mentioned, though, Tyler is indisposed at the moment. But, rest assured, Texas still back. Don't worry about it. He did do some legwork before the show to set us up with a couple little nuggets here. And, efforting maybe if we get Jaime the Greek in here, we can discuss some of the picks here going on over the weekend. Thank God the international break is over. And West Ham is massive. They do have to go play Wolves, but hey, let's get them. Let's get after them. And let's see what happens. Chelsea at Leicester. Before the season, you would say this would be a marquee kind of game, but Leicester just has not got it going all the way. Like, it's never quite clicked in there, but they still have a good team. So I don't know. Of course, American Messi, Pulisic, going back to his club team, uninjured, by the way. You're welcome. Because we could have just played him 90 minutes every game. But, hey, let's get him a run out. Please. Can we? Can we just? Look, we kept him healthy. We kept up our end of the deal. Okay? So now, let my boy shine. Brighton going to Aston Villa. I like Brighton in that game. Brighton is hot. And I don't believe at all in Aston Villa. Crystal Palace at Burnley. I kind of like Crystal Palace also. I mean, Burnley sucks anyway. And Crystal Palace is sort of on I wouldn't say hot, but like a warm streak. Brentford, I had so much hope for you when this season started. I think this is a get-right game, though. I think Brentford gets right, goes to Newcastle, and wins this game. Norwich, I don't know, dude. They're by their standards, they are nuclear hot. I mean, because I didn't think they were ever going to win a game this entire season. Also, shout out, of course, to Sargent doing his thing out there in the Premier League. Want to see any Americans do well. Come on, Norwich. At home against Southampton. You guys got to have it. This could be the game that finally does it. Man United at Watford. Can you imagine if they lose? That has to be the death blow. Yes. I mean, there's no recourse for that. I would assume Man United will win this game by like 3 goals, but I don't know that. And maybe they just finally decide to give up. Obviously, West Ham is going to win by like 7 goals against Wolves on the road. Doesn't matter. Liverpool needs to bounce back, licking their wounds. Arsenal also having a pretty good season right now by, the way it started, looking okay. But I like Liverpool in that game. Jaime, we will look for your picks going forward. If you do pop in, Man City, they're going to destroy Everton. Like, we don't even have to talk about that. And Justin, who we are also efforting to get on the program. Well, if there's ever a time, Spurs, it's going to be against Leeds, a down Leeds team. But if Leeds does go back to doing Leeds things, it would be great if they just bust it out and score like 5 goals. So it'd be awesome. But, we'll ask Justin about that whenever he is available. Do you want to dive into the college slate a little bit here over the weekend? Michigan State going into the Horseshoe. 69.5. I mean, college spreads are insane. And 19. You know what? I like Michigan State to cover that 19. I'm just going to say that right now. I do like Ohio State to win. I'm seeing that we have Justin ready to go on deck. Sorry, Tyler, but you're not here. So Ohio State, you know what? No. Ohio State is going to win by 27, and they're going to do 3/4 of the over by themselves. On to the next one. Oh, well, this is clearly mislabeled. But can't wait for Oklahoma to lose a game. It doesn't seem like this is going to be that game. But it's kind of, one of those ones that could be the one. Iowa State, who we all had high hopes for, again, coming into the season. But Oklahoma on a bounce back. I think they're going to take care of business here at home as well. Arkansas going to Alabama. I think Alabama even covers the 20.5. Just going to be honest with you. And this really is, and the next one too, but one of the bigger ones here as far as it pertains to the playoff. Cincinnati obviously needs to win every game for the rest of the year to have any chance to force their way into the playoff, because it's clearly been stated that they will not get in. If there is any way possible for them to not get put in, even though they are undefeated and just sitting there, whatever. But I think they will cover the 10. I kind of like the under in this, though, because Cincinnati, they do always find themselves in these close games. And SMU is definitely not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll see what happens there. I like Cincinnati to win. I like SMU to cover. And again, as it pertains to the playoff, a big one here. I think this is the game that Oregon finally loses, gets knocked out of the playoff picture. Well, not, out entirely, but when I say out, I'm just saying maybe get Cincinnati in finally. But they'll come up with some other reason. Cincinnati still won't get in. But I'm taking Utah and taking the under also in this. On that note, we do have our Cowboys insider, our Lions insider, our Fight Phlebotomist insider on the program, on the hotline. In fact, it is the Arkansas Slim Legitimate Sportsbook hotline. Joining the program now, I bring to you No Eddie Justin.
Yeah, you left out soccer historian, but he's been on hiatus for a while, so he needs to reclaim his throne here in one of these next few
episodes. Come back in hot with some soccer takes. What happened?
No, he's saving some up because rumor is that representatives of this show might be attending an international soccer event, so he's saving them to get us hyped for that.
Well, I mean, some of us. Apparently, the alleged CEO of this program can't commit. I don't know what's going on with that. But let's take a look at the slate here coming up on Sunday. I'm 50% the last 2 weeks. So we are due for a bounce back as far as my picks go.
Wait. I'm sorry, I got distracted by Nick's comment in the comment section. What is that in reference to? Is that you? Do you put milk in the bowl before cereal?
Oh no, that was a situation that I found myself in at the snack bar at the UCR USD game, and it was pretty roundly against the milk before cereal. It was just kind of like, hey, can you help me settle this? When I went up there to buy a beer, they presented the question to me. I was like, yes, obviously you put cereal before the milk. How is that even a question? And then the one person in question came to me trying to defend their standpoint. I was like, no, dude, you're a psycho. Look, I'll see you on Dateline in 5 years.
There's those weird people that just they pour a bowl of milk and then they add a couple spoonfuls of cereal and then they eat it and then they add more cereal and then they eat it. No, man, I want to be up against it. I want to feel the pressure and know that if I don't consume my bowl of cereal in a timely fashion, it's going to turn into mush. Especially being a fan of Cocoa Pebbles the way I am. Anybody who's eaten Cocoa or Fruity Pebbles knows damn well you cannot leave them MFers in milk because they turn to nothing. But then your milk's delicious.
Yes. And also shout out Cocoa Pebbles because then you get chocolate milk at the end. That's a bonus.
Oh, 100%.
But that was outlandish to me. That's how I should have known that things were going to go bad. They were already going bad for the Highlanders. Shout out UCR at that point. But it was just a bad vibe in the arena, in the Jenny Craig Pavilion. Shout out Jenny Craig.
No, milk before cereal in the bowl makes pineapple on pizza look like a delicatessen. There's no way, dude.
100% agree.
That's terrible. But, now that we got through the important topics, let's get on to football.
Yes. Moving on to the football.
Sorry to derail the show with cereal talk.
No, people want to know. People want to know.
I have been touted as a serial killer, a murderer bowl.
No, the person trying to defend their standpoint of doing the milk before cereal, I think might actually end up being a serial killer. Because who else does that besides a psycho?
John Wayne Gacy.
All the
Jeffrey
classics.
Dahmer, Richard Ramirez. Those are the type of guys that put milk in the bowl before cereal.
It's a big time.
Landon Donovan.
We do dare not speak of his name on this program. I'm still getting over it. But let's
Water
focus
Fountain Vin.
Yes. Hey, shout out to Landon. Staying hydrated at all times. But let's take a look at the first game here. We have Indianapolis going to Buffalo. Buffalo is -7 in this game. I do think Buffalo wins easily. I don't know about 7, though. Buffalo's kind of erratic. But give me Buffalo. And the over, Indianapolis, I think covers the 7 though. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I'm actually going to disagree. This is going to be. You can jot this down. You can make a note.
I'm trying to keep track.
This will be. I also am as well. So fear not. This is the last time I'm picking Buffalo to cover a 6 or more spread this season. If they don't do it here, I will not pick them to cover the spread for the rest of the year. Mark my words.
If they do, is that still on the table?
Oh, if they do cover the spread, then yeah, they're still in play. Obviously, they totally redeem themselves. Okay. But I'm taking Buffalo, and I'm going to take them with the points. But if they don't cover, you're dead to me, Buffalo Bills. You're dead to me.
Fair assessment. Also, Tyler was kind enough to, early submit his picks. Although they're, of course, conveniently in a weird backwards order that does not match the graphic. He says, close game. He likes Indy to cover. Okay. Well, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, there it is.
On to the next one. I know Tyrod is back, but now Tennessee's covering that. They're going to win as well.
Give me Tennessee, but they will not cover 10 points.
Against Houston? I mean, what is going on at Houston? They suck. It's not even an NFL team.
Tyrod Taylor.
Okay, all right. Marking it down. Take us to the next one because I got to write this down.
All right, so we're looking Washington, good old football team, flying high off of their upset win against Tampa Bay. Heading into Carolina to face the return of Superman. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Fig Newton has been named the starter for the Carolina Panthers. And yes, coincidentally enough, that is Ron Rivera rolling into town to face him. Now, there's been some talk this week about Ron making some comments that he has some notes of defensive plays and defensive looks that Cam struggles against.
Cam stopper, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just
Cam,
like Ruben Patterson is the Kobe stopper, still to this day.
I'm sure Cam has a long notepad full of notes about what hats to wear when facing your former head coach. So it's going to be a matchup of notes versus notes. 3.5 points. Carolina does have McCaffrey. Cam Newton looks to be, back. Back like Texas. But the thing that scares me about this game is that little cloud with water droplets dropping out in the bottom right corner of that matchup.
True.
I don't
Very
like
true.
Cam. I don't like Cam in the rain. That is the sole reason why, yes, Dallas Cowboys aficionado is going to take football team to win this game.
Well, I'm right there with you. I think football team will win this game. I know it was all, I was happy for Cam too, doing that. I'm back, getting the 2 touchdowns. It's goal line Cam. They just kind of plugged him in there right before the game last week. But football team is hot right now, obviously, and I think they will win. But I like the over as well. Give me football team. So I'm right there with you. Let me see. Oh, Jaime disagrees. He likes Carolina. Let's check on Tyler's pick. I have to refer back to the elaborate spreadsheet that he put together.
He's taking Carolina and the money line. His thoughts: Washington sucks. Carolina isn't great, but are better than football team.
Okay, well, there you have it. On to the next one. The Ravens have to just crush these fools, right? At this point, they have to. They have to have it also because they kind of look a little Ravensy right now with their inconsistency. Apparently, Lamar is back. We all saw the picture of him practicing on some kind of weird dirt field that I don't know whether that's even at their facility. But
it was Cincinnati's practice facility.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the Ravens to win. and cover. Maybe the over though. Chicago, no, under, because I've been burnt too many times, expecting Chicago to score any points.
No, this is easy. Khalil Mack is done for the year. Unfortunate for Bears fans. It was announced earlier this late morning, early afternoon, West Coast time. Khalil Mack not playing. Give me Baltimore to roll.
I like that. Jaime, what do you got? Let me see. Wait.
And then it's your turn. It's your turn to read Tyler's thoughts on this game.
All right, let me fire that up. Spinning a lot of plates here, obviously.
Understandable, man. I'm sorry I can't shoulder some of the load for you.
Chicago sucks, and they just lost their best player
Oh my
season.
god! I just fucked up and read his thoughts on the Kansas City Dallas game. Mission accomplished, you son of a bitch.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, the answer is yes. You successfully triggered Justin with that pick.
We'll get into that. Yes, I'm sorry that you had to read the spoilers there before we got there. Detroit at Cleveland, the now no longer, lossless.
No, they're still winless.
Lions. Well, yeah, that's why I said lossless, dude. But hey, I like them to cover the 12. Okay, but Cleveland's gonna win.
I do not like them to cover the 12. I like Cleveland to win and cover that 12. David Blau ain't starting, bro. If you're not going to go to Blau, I'm not going to pick you anymore. You're going to trot out Boyle, Tim fucking Boyle, the guy that comes in and fucking cleans up garbage time when Rodgers is up by 40. I'm not doing it. I heard a stat today, actually, from our boys Petros and Money. Tim Boyle has appeared in 11 games, hasn't thrown a pass.
He doesn't need to. He's reading the game flow.
Yeah, I just, he can't be worse than Jared Goff, but he's not going to be much better. Detroit's run defense is absolutely horrid. I mean, their defense as a whole is absolutely horrid. Yeah, Cleveland in a rout, man. I'm sorry, G. I'm sorry, other Lions insiders out there. I'm sorry.
Well, coming from the Lions insider, that does bear some weight. So I will appreciate your standpoint on that. But they got to cover the 12, dude. 12? The Browns, they're like fire and ice. I'm not saying they're going to win, but cover 12.
Full disclosure, I've been picking Detroit all year, and their record is 0-8-1. This is a ploy to try and get Detroit to win a game.
Oh, I like that. See, that's what I did with the Steelers last week, and you guys all shitted on me.
No, Tyler shitted on you. I wasn't really that hard. I knew what you were
there was a little shit. It's like a shart, at least, from you as well.
I thought it was a fart. It was wet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, can't risk it sometimes. On to the next game, San Francisco. And also, I found out today that actually in one of the groups that this is posted to, shout out to the sports, group area of the Quarantine Network, Shanahan, dude, he's one of the top 10 highest paid coaches in American sports.
Yeah.
Good for him. Hey, good for him. I hate the entire Shanahan family because they hate the Raiders, and you know where I stand on that. But wait, I didn't get that on the camera view. There you go. But give me Jacksonville, dude. Give me Jacksonville to win this shit.
All right, cool. Have fun sleeping outside or on the couch or whatever. Give me the Niners.
I'm just shooting it straight.
Give me the Niners, and give me the Niners to cover the 6.5.
Well, that's probably the most realistic pick. Let's see what Tyler had here. What is he going to say? He hates Urban, but also I guess he's kind of indifferent to the 49ers. Why is it so small?
He's taking San Francisco and the points. Still don't trust San Francisco, but Jacksonville sucks. And just to get back, since we skipped over Detroit and Cleveland, he is taking Detroit to cover the points. Detroit loves to keep it in striking distance, but not win. Accurate.
That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what I just said.
Copy that.
All right. Actually, let me see if Jaime had a pick on that, just so I can keep.
I see.
Niners with the over.
Yeah, Niners with the over. He took Ravens over Bears, and he's taking Titans over Texans.
Okay. All right.
Well said, Justin. He also threw that in there.
Well, I was going to bring that up, but okay. Anyway, as we go to the smaller font, because now we don't have the 12 games on Sunday.
Skull.
NFL.
Skull.
I don't know, dude.
I do know that is a 10 a.m. kickoff, and that is in Minnesota. That is the furthest from primetime Kirk that you can possibly get, and he always plays well against the Packers. Even if they don't win, he generally performs pretty damn consistently well against the Green Bay Packers. And I wasn't impressed by the Packers last week. Everybody's acting like they got this world beater defense, and it's like, no, they just played a shit team with a guy that just had the most miraculous health recovery of an injured finger in the history of mankind. So, I wasn't impressed by their offense last week. I think this is a tough game, man. I really genuinely think that Minnesota is going to win this game.
Is it wrong to say I feel like Minnesota is a very rich man's Lions? Like, they compete, they stay in these games.
That's a little wrong to say. That's a little wrong to say.
I'm going to say it. I already said it. It's out.
I mean, that's fine. You can say it, but, come on. Mike Zimmer is a pretty accomplished, long-tenured coach. Kirk Cousins, while maybe not, all-world beater, he is no Jared Goff, not even close. And then, Dalvin Cook's better than any player that's been on the Lions in the last, 5, 6, since Calvin retired, basically. Justin Jefferson, I mean, they just have way more talent. That's the only reason I would kind of come back off of that one a little bit. But, hey, to each their own, dude. To each their own. I kind of feel like Seattle is actually a rich man's Lions, believe it or not.
Well, at this point, which it's kind of hilarious to me because I don't like the Seahawks anyway, but I could see that as well. I'm still going. I'm going Green Bay to win that game and going over. Rodgers is back, not vaxxed, and ready to wax. Whatever. I don't know what rhymes.
I do see that Jaime is also going with Skull. What's Tyler think? What's Tyler's thoughts on this one?
Let's fire up Tyler. I see that. Viking sympathizer. No, he's got Green Bay -1. Still don't trust Minnesota.
There you go.
Agreed.
Losers.
All right, dude. Chill out.
All right. On to this slobber knocker.
This is the game of the weekend, obviously, for
Not
anyone
even close.
that wants to bet. I mean, this is the blowout game of the weekend. And what's the deal with Mike White? Is it Flacco now?
It's Flacco.
Oh,
most recent news
Lord.
I heard is Flacco's getting the start, and he is still very elite.
Give me the Dolphins, dude.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins.
Flacco, dude, really? Like, let Mike White cook. Come on, dude. Let's see what Jaime's got. Well, he hasn't put his pick in on that one yet, I don't think. And, of course, we consult with the spreadsheet that is occupying Tyler's spot on the program. He likes the Jets to cover. They thoughts they both suck. That's fair. That's fair.
Checks out. They do both suck.
You can go either way on that. But I'm taking the Dolphins there. New Orleans at the Eagles. Dude, I don't know. This is like
New Orleans,
tough to call.
I hate the Eagles so much. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. F you, Amanda. F the
You don't have to
Eagles.
be sorry. I just
The
don't know how to
Eagles suck.
pick it.
You shouldn't have beat Denver. They fucking launched everything at Dallas and got a fucking lucky win. and all your fan base has been gloating all week. And it doesn't matter how many times I put up screenshots of the standings of the NFC East. It doesn't matter. Like, you guys are relentless. It's ridiculous. And now you got Bryce Harper as an MVP. It's like you guys are doing backflips and tearing down light posts in Philadelphia. Like, get a fucking grip. Go eat a cheesesteak. You guys suck.
Hey, thoughts and prayers to the 6-ish diehard Padre fans. Tatis wasn't quite there yet, okay? But now he's got something to reach for, okay? So I kind of agree with Tyler's assessment. I thought it was going to be Soto, but whatever. Hey, good for Harper. Anyway, I'm picking a tie. I'm picking a tie in this game.
I love it. Beautiful.
I put my name on that right now. You don't see a lot of, prognosticators, especially at the level that I am.
Am I reading that right?
Just call a tie.
Is Philly favored by 2.5?
Yeah, they're at home.
Oh my
So you
god!
get 3.
Give me the Saints all fucking day.
It's basically a pick 'em. No, well, if Callaway pops off for a touchdown, I ain't gonna complain. But the Saints are without Jameis, man. I mean, he's the life force that drives that team. Taking the tie, sticking with the tie. On to the next one. Dude, I don't know. Yes, it is a Raider game at home. I think the season is over at this point. But the Bengals have been, shall we say, erratic.
This is a phenomenal matchup, dude. Like, this couldn't be a better matchup. This is two teams who came out the gates guns blazing, have fell back to earth over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Somebody's got to win this game, or maybe not. I'm calling tie on this one, baby.
Do I go back-to-back ties? All right, I'm taking a tie in that game as well. Marking it down right now. Tie. Let's see what Jaime has to say on this. Oh, he likes the Raiders. All right, I like that. Hey.
Good gabagool on that guy.
To the Python. Hey, come on. And I'm sure Tyler's going to say something hateful in his spreadsheet.
Let's see. Oh, there it is. Cincinnati -1. Jamar Chase might have 300 yards receiving. I certainly hope not, since I'm holding on to this Mac Jones Rookie of the Year ticket.
Yeah, that might kind of mess you up, but also there is a real possibility that he would have 300 yards receiving because the Raiders, well, really their entire defense besides the defensive line, it's terrible. So,
Nah,
God
dude.
the secondary is beyond trash.
Arnett will put a cap in his ass if he goes over 200.
Hey, thoughts and prayers. R.I.P. Damon Arnett. I hope he lands on his feet in his whatever his next career is. He'll probably bounce back. He's probably going to win like 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots when they sign him a couple years from now. It's very upsetting. I don't want to talk about the Raiders. Moving on, Justin, your thoughts. I mean, this is probably the actual game of the week.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's the second biggest after obviously Dolphins Jets. But go ahead.
We don't need to spend a ton of time on this game. Amari Cooper has been ruled out with COVID. That sucks. Offense definitely takes a hit, but I'm gonna be honest, man. The way Kansas City's defense has performed this year, I feel like we could bring back Laurent Robinson and fucking Alvin Harper at like fucking 70 years old. Like, we're gonna hang points on Kansas City. I've said all week, and I know this is kind of a cop-out, analysis anytime that's used, but I truly, genuinely do believe whoever has the least amount of turnovers is winning this game, like, period. It doesn't – you're not going to see, if Patrick Mahomes throws 2 picks, Dak throws none, Dallas is rolling. If it's vice versa, Kansas City's probably rolling. All that being said, 15-2, give me the Cowboys to roll. Score prediction, let's go 42-17. I like it.
Yeah, I like the over. Kansas Kansas City minus 2.5.
Hold on real quick though. I need to change my pick that I had for the Chargers game now.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to take Dallas. Kansas City is not back. And yes, part of that is based out of hate, but also all this Kansas City is back talk. Pump the brakes, Dave. The Raiders just suck. So don't gas yourself up too much.
People out there, don't overthink this. When the gambling gods give you a chance to bet on the best team in the league, laying like underdogs, I mean, come on.
Well, there you have it. Okay. And obviously, completely not biased, as you can see by his icon on the screen.
Not at all.
But no, I'm going with Dallas. Kansas City is not back. I believe that they are not back, and I think that's dumb. Beat a real team. All right, if they beat Dallas, maybe they're on their way to backness.
No, man, Denver beat Dallas. That don't mean shit.
Okay, now I'm just confused.
I'll tell you what, if Kansas City beats Dallas, I'm feeling pretty scared about Thanksgiving, because obviously the AFC West has our number.
Hey, Kansas City on the money line, as we already discussed, and Justin is triggered. So job well done there.
Insanely. I just kicked 2 holes through the wall right now.
Hey, take it easy, dude. There's a church across the street. Calm down. As we move on to the next game.
Let the demons out tonight.
I go to church every Sunday. Been drinking green tea all day. Arizona at Seattle. It looks like Kyler is going to play, yes?
Yeah, Kyler is playing. Hopkins is not.
Seattle, well, the strength of Russ's finger might be the strongest finger of all time. Now, with an extra week to rehab that thing, at home.
Don't tell that to Urban Meyer.
No, his is not, but he hasn't consulted with the great Dr. Steve Shin. And thank God, because he would be a menace on the streets. Nobody wants that. I'm going to take Seattle. Take Seattle to win this and just kind of mess up the NFC West a little bit.
No, I'm not going to take Seattle to win this. Seattle is trash. Give me Arizona.
All right, what do we got, Tyler? Actually, Jaime coming in hot. Well, let me check. Cardinals over Shithawks. All right. Tell me how you really feel. And which also, shout out for the invoking the Shithawks name, because I am not a Seahawks fan. I just think it's going to be one of those crazy, weird games that kind of, for no reason, happens. Let's see. All right. Tyler's got the under 47. Yeah, I like that. Staying away from the line since Kyler Murray is a game-time decision. Yeah, that's very fair.
I get that reasoning. I'm sure you listened to a lot of the same stuff I listened to today, or heard a lot of the same stuff I heard today. Arizona's on bye next week. It makes 0 sense that you would have Kyler Murray take first-team reps the last 2 days at practice if you're not going to have him play this game. You know what I'm saying?
think he's going to play. No, I think he is going to play. But I think it's something weird's going to happen. And up in Seattle.
And if something weird happens, you get Colt McCoy or Chris fucking Canadian football champion Strafolsky.
No. Not something weird as it pertains to Kyler. He's going to play. But by weird, I mean Seattle's going to win. And I'm taking the under.
Seattle is reportedly going to have a healthy Tyler Lockett on the field.
And the healthiest finger of all time. Just saying.
They've had that, though.
Well, only for a week now, but it's only going to get healthier.
Yeah, how many points did that world's strongest finger account for last week, by the way?
It was still regrowing on the field, okay?
It was just 0. That's what it was. It was just 0.
It's still regenerating. A
lot harder to complete passes when they're not against air, huh, buddy?
Great air passer, by the way. Shout out to Mr. Unlimited. As we take a look, thank you also, now that we don't have just an easy 12 games to put in the graphic.
Yeah, now we're rolling into the COVID Bowl, baby. The COVID Bowl.
COVID Bowl. This, dude, Give me the Chargers. Give me the
That's fine,
Chargers.
I'll take this one. Justin Herbert's throwing for 762 yards and 8 touchdowns. Give me the Chargers to roll.
I don't know about roll. What's the line here? -6.
And I hope that triggers you, you son of a bitch.
What is the spreadsheet? Oh, he just sent me a message. My spreadsheet is triggered. He likes Pittsburgh to cover. Well, he had it
Chargers
5.5.
need to get more creative with their play calling. Wide receivers need to stop dropping passes, and Najee Harris might run for 200 yards. All right, don't take this graphic down real quick. I just want the viewers to see.
I don't want to take this down because
it's phenomenal, but just pay special attention to the length of sentences he spent on each game, and then when you get to his team, you know what I mean?
it runs off the page. There's another like 3 chapters that don't even fit on the screen.
He had to create a whole separate spreadsheet.
Yeah, he went into a whole thing about like LaDainian Tomlinson. I'm like, he's not even on the team anymore. I can see it on my side because I have the
I was gonna
thing
say
to pop it up on the screen, but it just goes. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
See, I know, even viewing from here, that there's more to that because there's no way the man would write 3 sentences and include nothing about special teams,
That's at the end. There's a whole thing about that. Like some would say kind of it gets a little manifesto-y. Like it's kind of that it goes off the rails, a little Unabomber kind of feel to it in the special teams part. But fortunately, it does not fit on the screen, so you do not have to be subjected to that, the viewing public.
And then are we even gonna look at the Monday game? Like, are we really even gonna look?
Well, we got picks in. We got Tyler's up on the screen still. Tampa Bay on the money line. Tampa offense is a mystery at this point. Hey, thoughts and prayers to whatever is going on with Antonio Brown. The never-ending journey of life that is Antonio Brown with his possibly, allegedly, I'm not going to faked vaccine card, and we hope it all works out for the best. Jaime also jumping on the Bucks bandwagon. Of course, I am taking the Bucks as well. If CEO Nick was putting in picks, I would think he is probably also taking the Bucks.
Yeah.
As a Giants fan.
I'm going to take the Bucks on this one, but I am going to preference this by saying Giants defense is not terrible. You saw in the Kansas City game, like they tend to keep some of these high-powered offenses relatively in check for the most part. But no, Tampa's pissed the F off, dude. Like, you don't want to piss off Tom. So give me Tampa to roll.
You got the documentary out now, so he's going to ball out. Tampa covering all the way. But I didn't have that one on the graphic, so we don't have the line. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks, Dave. I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's like Tampa minus 12 or something.
Nah, it's probably a little lower because they're coming off a loss, and the Giants, again, like I said, they've been somewhat competitive. If I had to guess, I would probably say that line's at about 9.
Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. But they're gonna, even if it was 12, I'd take them to cover the 12. And I agree with what you said too about the Giants defense. Underrated because the team as a whole is not good. Their defense does have some players, and as a unit, pretty underrated. But no, this is definitely a huge bounce back. Yes, Tyler is responding from another dimension also. Spoiler alert. And we spent a lot of money to have that ability. So I hope you guys enjoy it because that cost everything to set that up.
Yeah, I mean, Giants are really bad, dude. And update, you were closer. It is 11 points is that line.
See? Still. Tampa Bay covers that. They win. I don't know. Maybe the under, but
DraftKings has it as 11.5, so it's 11.5, depending on where you're looking.
It's probably going to move.
I imagine.
Before the game, probably going to get worse for Tampa Bay, but they're still going to cover it. The thing is with the Giants, how are you guys going to score? Like, okay, your defense is okay. Like we just both said, like it's decent, but at some point you're going to have to score some points, and it's going to be like, what is the ginger drawn up? Like, is he really just like, how much is in that bag of tricks? Not a lot.
Well, no, he's got plenty in there, but this is his MO. He doesn't have the head coaching job. So what he's got to do now is coach a shit offense for like 2 or 3 seasons until he gets the head coach canned and he slides into that role.
Well, there you have our picks. As you all know, 50% the last 2 weeks. So tail me, because we're due. I think we can get to like 60% this week. So follow me to the moon. I'm like Dogecoin. Ride this train all the way. Let's go.
He's like Dogecoin. He started as a joke.
But now look at what's up. What's up? Cash out before the end, because then, but whatever. No, that's the picks right there. Thank you, Jaime, also for getting in. I got your picks tracked. Tyler with his very diligently prepared spreadsheet. Of course, CEO Nick. I don't have his picks. Also, he's a dickhead for buying that shirt from USD. But I would assume the only pick I have is that he's picking against the Giants as well. And yeah, that's it. All I can say is just I hope you guys have a great weekend. And let's win some money. Somebody, please, let's win some money.
Yeah, man, I like money. I'll be that guy.
All right. Well, Justin. All right. Justin likes money. Bold stance. It's unpopular opinion, but I respect you for going out on that limb.
Hey, look, man. This is America. You can like what you want. I don't care if it's not a popular opinion, but I like money.
You know what? I think we can go 80%, Jaime. But also, you picked some things that were not what I picked, so I don't know who we is in this situation. Like, whatever, dude. Just tail my bets, and let's go all get rich this weekend. Thank you guys all for joining us, and we will see you on Monday. Hopefully, back with Tyler, but we'll see. He has to come back from the spreadsheet dimension. And
if not, we'll have an elaborately drawn out spreadsheet to fill the void that will be his absence.
He still has the ability to, send these sheets to us from time to time. So that's
thanks a lot
the
for
extent
that,
of our
by the way, Tyler.
communication.
You're really set the bar like a real asshole for the rest of us that may have to miss other shows in the future. So thanks for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, the standard has been set. Spreadsheets or you're out. If you don't send in a spreadsheet, you're going 0 for 12 or 13 or whatever. Like, I'm just putting my foot down right now. But thank you all. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Justin, hopping on here. We will see you on Monday.
Yeah, we will.
Those of you that follow my picks, well, I don't know what we're going to do with all that money.
From the man himself in the comments.
Oh. Dude, from the Shadow Realm. Okay. Back here somewhere in the laser light area.
In the ether.
Thank you, Jaime, as well. Keep the...
Did you just freeze?
At the buzzer.